The Charlton have sacked manager Phil Parkinson and his backroom staff. Parkinson's been in charge of the Valley just over 2 years, but after the recent takeover headed by Tony Jimenez, the new owners plan to make their own appointments soon. So in total, Parkinson managed the club for 114 games, winning 44, drawing 37 and losing 33. It was his third job in management after stints at Hull and Colchester. This is how he leaves the club. Charlton, 5th in League One, within reach of the automatic promotion spots.
Let's get more on this. We can cross to Craig Slater, who is at the Valley for us. Craig, very good afternoon to you. What's the latest coming out of the club then?
Well, Charlton Athletic will not elaborate further today on the brief statement they released at 2:30 this afternoon, which confirmed the news which we had revealed earlier today on Sky Sports News, that being the dismissals of their manager Phil Parkinson, his assistant Kim Breaker and first team coach Mark Kinsella himself, a former player at the Valley. And my understanding is that the meeting to break those dismissals to the management team took place off-site here, so none of them have been at the Valley today, nor members of the senior board, but it has been confirmed that they have departed the club with immediate effect. In explaining the dismissals, new chairman Michael Slater said this. He said, "Clearly improvement is needed on the field. The team has not won in the league since November, and recent performances have simply not been good enough." He says that last night's defeat to Swindon, a 4-2 home defeat here at the Valley, convinced us as a board that change is required now, while we're still in the hunt for promotion. And as you say, Charlton Athletic still are in those promotion places. They're in 5th spot in League One and only 3 points off the automatic promotion places.
Yeah, they are only 3 points off, as you say, Craig. So to many, this will seem like a very drastic decision. Why do you think they've decided to act now?
Well, it looks as though the background to this may be that the new board, and remember it is a very new board, Tony Jimenez and Michael Slater only took over the club on New Year's Eve, clearly want to get their man in place. But this also does come in the context of disappointing home form. You know, they have only won 5 of their 11 matches this season at the Valley, even though they are still in those playoff positions. But yeah, the club has been on a downward spiral, hasn't it, since 2006 when Alan Kirbishley left. Disappointing reigns of first Les Reed and then Alan Pardew, Ian Dowie and Phil Parkinson, who did take them to the League One playoffs last season, but wasn't able to get them up, as it were. They were actually knocked out in the playoff semi-finals by Swindon Town. And of course, defeat last night seems to have spelled the end for his. But it looks as though they wish, with the January transfer window open, to install a new man. And it is interesting to speculate who that new man might be in the Charlton hot seat. Peter Varney is back on the Charlton Athletic board. Now, he was the chief executive for the majority of the Alan Kirbishley era, under whom the club enjoyed so much success. But the early betting favourite to become the next Charlton manager is none other than a man who worked very closely, of course, with
Dennis Wise, I think, Craig.
With, Tony Jimenez at Newcastle United. That is Dennis Wise, of course. Now, he was in charge of transfers jointly with Jimenez at Newcastle United, and he has been installed as the 3-1 betting favourite already to take over the job here at the Valley. But whoever it is, whoever the new man is, they do face a baptism of fire, potentially, if they are appointed by the weekend, because, of course, Charlton travel to White Hart Lane to meet Tottenham in the FA Cup.
Craig at the Valley, thanks for now.